What is up, guys, and welcome back. So this hands down has to be the most requested video I've ever had. I've had so many people asking for the tutorial on this, waiting for it to actually come out, so here it is. So in the description you're going to find a timeline to everything that you need, so check there if you want to jump to anything. So the rings, engine restores nitros, and drifting repairs your bike. Those are fairly obvious, and be sure to upgrade your rings as well when you get to the higher tier for the $1 bill trophy coming soon enough. So for starters, what I'm going to do is show you the road killer. Now this is the last one I actually got. This is probably one of the hardest sub challenges, definitely. So from the start, don't worry about multiplier, don't worry about absolutely anything. All you want to do is get to where the freakers are as quick as possible, because this will give you the maximum amount of time to actually take them out if you miss them or if you want to ride over them and shit like that. So the first ones appear over here. Ignore the ramps, go straight for this guy. Go straight for this guy. Hit him with your bike if you can. And then this was a very good run. The best run I've had, definitely. Right there. Got all 3 or 4. And you can see, I think it's 5 in total. And then there's another one right over here. And that being said, I mean, after the, 500 attempts of getting the gold score, I got it right once. So that's how difficult this is. So there's another one right there. Do some drifting. Take out these over here. There's 2 over here as well. Yeah, so I'd never done a run like this going for the roadkill sub-challenge, which is just shows how difficult it actually is. So there's a guy right over here, and if you're having trouble seeing them, take out your weapon and you can see the reticule, and you can see it from fairly far distance where they actually are. There's another guy right over here, and this is definitely the hardest part of the gold score challenge, this little section over here. It's redonkulous. So you want to stay up top here. Now there is a horde underneath this bridge, but I don't think you want to go play with them, but try and shoot a couple as you go past. Stick to the left of this bridge and you're going to hit another guy right there. And there's a guy in the bushes over here. And then there's a guy right up top, just to my left. You can see she's shooting at him. And there are more guys to the right, but there's going to be enough to get them over here. There's a fella on top of the hill, and there's another one just halfway down over here. Take him out with the bike. And there's a guy to my left as well. You pretty much just do the run and just shoot. Just shoot and go straight for the freaks. So there we have it. Got the road kill. Gold rank score. Thanks very much. The final sub challenge I needed. Okay, so this is the official gold score run. Now I'm going to give you some general tips on this, and then afterwards we're going to break this fucker down frame by frame, if you will. Now, what I was always trying to do is get a multiplier of about 35-40 before I actually get to the bottom of this hill or to the first marker over here. And in this stage over here, I kind of messed up the beginning on this run. So like I mentioned in my other video, this was just kind of, I'm doing it for practice. I wasn't actually thinking anything, which is why I didn't go for the ramp on the right. I went for the left. I fucked up this over here. So it wasn't exactly a perfect run, but getting the gold score in the end, I'm not complaining. I give 0 fucks about how pretty it is, but keeping that score up, keeping the multiplier up. Now remember, drifting will increase your multiplier, but long drifts don't. It's the initiation of the drift. So doing small little drifts like this, left, right, okay, here I was going for drift, obviously, but just doing small little ones, left and right, are going to get your multiplier up. And as you can see, that's far from perfect line. I was lucky to get on the ramp over here, although, okay, I didn't. I was going to say you don't need to. There's a freaker right there. This is the hardest part of the whole game right here, and I'm going to get into detail about that in a second. And as well as this ramp here, there's alternate routes you can do with this, which I want to show you in a second as well. So up we go. Now there's one thing I probably should have mentioned at the beginning is, if you lose your multiplier before you get the gold rank for sick line, restart. There is no point in continuing if you lose your multiplier before you get that, because you cannot get it again in this level, which makes it just that much more difficult. And the faster you do this, the easier it's going to be to get that line, but at the same time you have to get your multiplier, you have to get all the shit at the same time. So as you can see, what am I on? 108, and I need 2 minutes with any multiplier, and this is where most people are going to lose it. And at this point I was like, hold on, I got 138 multiplier, and I only need a couple of seconds, so there we go. Now the multiplier means absolutely dick. Now I'm just going for drifting and the airtime when I can. Now of course getting the marker over here is also going to be a good idea, John. But again, going back there, got a lot of drift. and the only lamppost, or the only post in 20 meters, and I hit it. So as you can see here, I've got 27. So after this jump, if you have anything less than 30, as you can see there, and again, we're going to go into a lot of detail in this. If you have anything less than 30 on your airtime, then you're not going to do it, unless you have enough time to turn around. As you can see here, you'll get 3 seconds for that, and 2 seconds for this. And then I needed 2 seconds skid, and wah fucking la, it's done. Thank you very much. Alright, 111,000, I will have it. Now I'm going to show you quickly a couple of alternate routes that you can take. And again guys, if you want to go straight to the tutorial, just go to the description, and it's 7 minutes something, it's going to be over there. So this was just a run I did. I'm obviously not going for score or anything. I'm just going to show you the alternate routes that you can take. And the one that I do prefer as well is a little bit easier. It creates a better line for that fucked up ramp. So at the start, yeah, it's all the same. There's only one way you can go here really. And obviously the first alternate route is going to be the 2 ramps left and right here. Now in my gold score run, I went on the left and fucked it up. But here, you can get some good hang time on this. And that is the one alternate route. You can also get a large hang time on the other side. You land over here somewhere, which is massive. Okay, the next alternate route is going to be just over this hill. What's that coming over the hill? It is a monster. It's a fucking freaker. Okay, so coming down here, you have to approach this differently if you're going to go left or right. Now, to the right is where I went. How's this edit? Awesome. So you want to skid to the left and head just to the right of these phone lines. And don't boost until you've got your line. And then bam, you come down here and boost again. And now you're perfectly in line to get this, which you have to stay up on this side, as you can see. And in the tutorial, I'll show you how I messed that up. And then from here, you can go to the left. That is a safe route, and you still get some airtime as well. Next alternate route is left is where I went on my gold run. You can go right over here. And there's a large ramp over here. Now you can go just to the left of this, right over there. And you'll land up in line with this ramp right here. And there it is. There are a couple of other ramps, but those are the 2 lines that I kind of went every time. Like, if I drifted too far or something, then I'll just switch my lines. But let's get into this tutorial now, guys. So, from the start, I thought it was all about getting the highest multiplier you can, as quick as you can. It's not completely wrong. You can get about a 15 multiplier skidding down this hill if you avoid the tree. As you can see, it's 11. But you have to be quick, because once your multiplier starts going down, it's going to be way more difficult to get that sick line gold sub. As you can see right here, try this drift into the right hand side of the water and the left hand side of that rock. As you can see, I just got it there. Now I don't get these lines perfectly. This is just what I'm going for each time. So from this point here, I'm lining up for the ramp in the distance. I'm ignoring this ramp here. I'm lining up my bike to hit just the center of this ramp here. But obviously I didn't take it. So from there, it's kind of straightforward. We're going to keep going. Getting some drift as well as some multipliers up. This ramp, no explanation necessary. But you can land on that dude if you get it right. Okay, so from coming out of this drift, you want to head just to the right of this rock. And again, I didn't make the line. These are just the lines that I was going for. And if you actually hit that signpost there, it actually helps you. It gives you a second to actually adjust. I was very lucky, like I said before, to actually hit that ramp. And here is the most difficult part, definitely. You want to stay on top of this. You don't want to fall down onto the path like I do. You want to stay on top of that and come at that marker from the top. So over here, if you hit this rock coming in from this angle, it's going to push you to the left of the ramp. You want to stay on the top right hand side over there. And only when you've straightened out, then boost. And then as you land, you want to pull your bike to the left to try and get your bike in line with the ramp just over here. And then boost again. And now this ramp, you want to hit just to the top left of it. Going just to the left of those rocks, and you'll get the most hang time. Again, I didn't quite get it right. Wasn't too bad. There's still some hang time there. Now this is where I lost most of my runs, right here. There's an incline that goes down, and if you boost before you hit the bottom of this ramp, you will wipe out straight away. So only boost when you hit the ramp, but don't boost a lot, because you might ramp over that. Then over here, you want to hit the right-hand side of this ramp, because if you hit the left hard, then sparks fly and you stop dead. Right, from here, I will probably take this, give this a wider berth before I start drifting, to drift around to this actual point there. Okay, so looking at 128, just managed to get my line straight for that. So over here, just do short drifts, left and right, getting the multiplier up. But again, now the multiplier is done, so we can focus on the drift and the hang time. And again, maybe hitting that marker would do good as well. So from here, I'm looking at my score, going, okay, 27. Let's hit that post again. 27 on the hang time. That's normally the one that's going to stop you from getting it. But if you land this ramp here and you've got 35, like I mentioned, you are A for away. So yeah, once you land this, or come around this corner here, check your score, or check your markers there. If you've got 30 out of 35 and about 28 or 27, you'll be able to do this. With the drift, you can just go in a circle, but the hang time, you've got limited ramps, and to turn around is not going to be ideal. So there we have it. Damn, I was amped. My wife was even more amped to stop me from trying this the whole of last night and this morning. So guys, some chat about the SharePlay. Now, doing the SharePlay is not going to be possible with standard SharePlay. I will attempt it if you give me your PSN sign-in details so I can do it with the best quality, but I'm not even going to attempt this with the standard SharePlay because I'm not stupid. It took me 11 hours to get one run out of all those attempts that actually made it. And I don't quite know what's up with the scoring because it says I'm rank 1, but it doesn't tell me any other scores. So I think there's a little glitchy thing happening right there. Excuse the sirens if you can hear them, but there's little I can do about that. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Smash the like button if you're loving it. Email me about SharePlay if you want to. My details are in the description. I want to say massive thanks to all my Patreon supporters. And if you want to support me on Patreon, guys, you don't have to pay. You can just click the support button, show some enthusiasm and some support for actually creating these videos. But there we have it, guys. As always, any questions you have, just ask me. I'm always going to reply. Massive shout again to my patrons. Love you guys millions. So I want to say thank you so much for watching, peoples, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.